Welcome to English version Child Development and Pedagogy most expected MCQ question and answers video session. Now we are in the part second video session. If you want to watch the previous class again and you want to search video list or playlist, so the 56 MCQ questions has been over in the previous class. Now we are start from question number 57. I don't want to kill the time right now. And question number 57, and here we go. So which of the following methods of education psychology helps it in the advancement of educational psychology as a science? And we will see a four option: the questionnaire method, the interview method, the survey method, and the last one, the experimental method. The right answer of 57 question is, so the option D is the right answer. The experimental method is educational psychology helps it in the advancement of educational psychology as a science. The answer is the experimental method. So question number 58, who conducted first experiment in psychology? Who conducted the first experiment in psychology is Old, Thorndike, Skinner, Watson. We already saw the four option. The correct right answer of this question is question number 58, that is A. So who conducted the first experiment in psychology is Owned is the right answer of this question. So next question number 59, which method of research probably contributes most to the advancement of educational psychology as a science? The clinical method, the experimental method, the historical method, and the last one, the survey method. Answer B is the right answer. The experimental method, it contributes most to the advancement of educational psychology as a science. So question number 60, the first psychology lab was established at, the first psychology lab was established at Minnesota, Paris, Frankfurt, and Leipzig. Question number 60, the right answer is option D, Leipzig is the right answer. The first psychology lab was established at Leipzig. So now we will go forward the question number 61. It's a purely MCQ based question. There is no any explanation of this. It's a tough MCQ questions. It may very helpful for those who are facing TET examination in English version or English medium. Question number 61, the first psychology lab was established by, the first psychology lab was established by William James, Sigmund Freud, Woodworth, and William Owned. William Owned. So question number 61, option D is the right answer. William Owned. The first psychology lab was established by option D, William Owned. So 62nd, experimental method in social psychology was used extensively since. Andre yavaginda anta, experimental method in social psychology was used extensively since 1925, 1879, 1901, and the last one 1951. 62, option B is the right answer. So in 1879, experimental method in social psychology was used extensively. So question number 63, DAS is an event of condition which can be measured and which varies quantitatively. So option A, subject, experimenter, experiment, and the last one, variable. Question number 63, the right answer is the variable. Variable is an event of conditions which can be measured and which varies quantitatively. So question number 64, the variable which are considered as a stimulus and response in experimentation or, and we will see a four option, which one right of these four. Once again I am going to read the question again. The variables which are considered as a stimulus and response in experimentation are dependent variable, independent variable, independent variable, intervening variable, independent variable, dependent variable, and the last one, dependent variable and moderate variable. Question number 64, option C is the right one, independent variable and dependent variable. So let's move on. Question number 65. Look at this question number 65 here. An experiment studies the relationship between the cause and effect. The term cause can synonymously be correlated with correlated with dash anta ide. An experiment studies the relationship between cause and effect. The term cause can synonymously be correlated with independent variable, intervening variable, dependent variable, and the last one, control variable. Question number 65 has option A is the right answer, independent variable. Question number 66, dependent variable in an experiment means it, dependent variable in an experiment means it is dependent in its nature, changes according to the changes in independent variable, is unaffected by any factors, is unchanged in any situations. Question number 66, the answer is option number B. Dependent variable in an experiment means it changes according to the changes in independent variable. So next question number 67. Before I am going to get the answer of this 67 question, I am requesting you all, and you have to follow our Facebook page. Link is available in description box, and you will also get videos related to upcoming TET examination in our Facebook page. So you have to join, then follow our Facebook page and share with your all friends. Thank you. So question number 67, independent variable in an experiment means, independent variable in an experiment means the variable is independent in its nature, so manipulated by the experimenter, manipulated by the subject, dependent on the cause and the. So 61, the right answer of this 67 question, that is option number B is the right answer. Independent variable in an experiment means the variable is manipulated by the experimenter. Question number 68, in two group static design, the experimental variables are not operated on one of the groups, then that group is called. In two group static design, the experimental variables are not operated on one of the groups, then that group is called experimental group, dynamic group, static group, and the last one control group. Question number 68, the answer is option number D is the right answer, that is controlled group is the right answer. 9, which is the important feature of experimental method? So which is the important feature of experimental method? The important feature of experimental method is, we will see a 4 option: no control on variables, personality of experimenter, controlling of variables, subject's behavior. So in the question number 69, option C is the right answer. So the important feature of experimental method is controlling of variables. So we are in question number 70. So what is dependent variable? What is dependent variable? It is an event of condition which can have different values. It is a condition set or selected by an experimenter to see whether it will have an effect of behavior. It is the behavior of the person or animal under the experiment, and the last one, it is unaffected by any factors. Question number 70, the right answer is option number C. So it is the behavior of the person or animal under the experiment is the right answer. So it means the dependent variable. Question number 71, important features of experimentation education. Important features of experimentation in education: control of interweaving variables, controlling of external factors, separating the inherent factors in an individual, complete analysis and controlling of internal factors. Question number 71, option A is the right answer, control of interweaving variables. So important feature of experimentation English in education, that means the answer is control of interweaving variables. So next, let's move the question number 72. So which of the following method of psychology is used to establish cause-effect relationship? Which of the following method of psychology is used to establish cause-effect relationship? Observation, experimentation, introspection, and the case study. 72, the right answer is option B. Experimentation is the psychology is used to establish cause-effect of relationship. Question number 73, the first important step in conducting an experiment is the first important step in conducting an experiment is collecting data, forming a hypothesis, setting of instruments, analysis of data. Question number 73, it's a B is the right answer. The first important step in conducting an experiment is forming a hypothesis. So 74, technique of testing hypothesis and gathering information by controlling variable is called introspection, observation, experimental method, psychoanalysis. 74, option Z, that is experimental method. Teaching of the technique of testing hypothesis and gathering information by controlling variable is called, that is experimental method. So question number 75, and here we go. So what is the question number 75 is, in an experiment the experimental group is deliberately exposed to dependent variable, independent variable, intervening variable, control variable. 75, option B is the right answer, independent variable. So next one, question number 76. So ideally when a control group design is used, ideally when a control group designed is used, the groups must be systematic, the group should be equivalent in every way except for the independent variable, the groups differ in the presence of absence of the dependent variable, so group should be different in all respects. Question number 76, the right answer is option B is the right answer. The lengthy option is become right answer of question number 76. The groups should be equivalent in every way except for the independent variable. So next question number 77, every fifth student of class 10 from the admission register was selected for the purpose of experiment. This selection is an example of simple random sampling, so stratified random sampling, systematic random sampling and area sampling. So which is the right one option of this 77 question is option Z, systematic random sampling is the right answer. So question number 78, we will go forward. In an experiment, the investigator attempts to have a control group which is in an experiment the investigator attempts to have a control group which is so identical in all respects to the experimental groups, different in all respects from the experimental groups, opposite in all respects the experimental groups export of the factors under study, and the last one, so identical in all relevant aspects to the experimental groups except for the factor under investigation. Question number 78, option D is the right answer. So next one 79, if we want to study the effect of intelligence on academic achievement of high school children by experimentation, so which one of the following will be the dependent variable? Intelligence, academic achievement, high school children and sex. 79, its right answer is option B, that is academic achievement is the right answer. So next one, question number 80 or 81, adolescent boys with a high IQ will exhibit low anxiety than adolescent boys so with low IQ. This is a dash. So what is it? So non-directional hypothesis, directional hypothesis, correlation hypothesis, null hypothesis. I am going to read this question again, you have to understand it in the right way. So adolescent boys with a high IQ will exhibit low anxiety than adolescent boys with low IQ. This is an. So we will already saw the four options A, B, C, D. The right one is question number 80. It's a B. Directional hypothesis is the right answer. Question number 81. If we want to study the effect of meaningfulness of learning material on retention and recall of 9th standard students, which of the following is the dependent variable in the study? I am going to read it again. If we want to study the effect of meaningfulness of learning material on retention and recall of 9th standard students, so which of the following is the dependent variable in the study? So meaningful of learning material, retention and recall, 9th standard students, and the last one gender. Question number 81, option B is the right answer, retention and recall. So question number 82nd, the last question of this session, the question number 82nd. So hypothesis is a, so what is that answer? And we are going to fill the blank. Hypothesis is a statement of the relationship between the subject and experimenter, tentative and testable statement of relationship between the two or more variables being investigated, tentative and testable statement related to the procedures followed in the experimentation, and the last one, tentative statement of the relationship between the two variables. So question number 82, the right answer of this question, that is option B, tentative and testable statement of relationship between the two or more variable being investigated is the right answer. So thank you so much guys for watching this child development and pedagogy English medium video session, and the part 3 will be continuous in the next part. Thank you so much, and you have to share this video maximum number of. Thanks again.